takes us to the Austrian Grand Prix. This 4.32 kilometre track has only 9 corners and is the shortest lap time of the year at under 70 seconds. It has 4 long straights and plenty of elevation change as the cars climb uphill from the pits to the top of the track at turn 2. Despite the high speeds, it's actually quite an easy track on brakes as there are so few corners. With an average speed of 224 kilometers an hour, it's one of the faster tracks on the calendar.
Hello and welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix in the BBU Div1. I will apologize that I'm eating while we are streaming. But my food was delayed 45 minutes and, well, I don't want my burger to get cold.
I do. You should leave your burger.
What Bradley there says, what, that I will mute while I eat so he will cast alone.
Oh no, what? No?
No. I'll try to keep the chewing to a minimum and I'm sorry guys.
He's not sorry. He's actually, this is his plan all along.
Are you deliberately just an asshole or, you know?
A little bit of both. It's alright, I've got some pent-up frustrations from France.
Yeah, the 2 people who crashed out within 10 laps.
Oh man, it was so, it was so heartbreaking. I was in like 2nd or 3rd. And I just fucked it.
But it's an interesting track, which you see, it is the shortest lap time of the season.
I didn't know that actually.
Oh.
Oh,
Has a lot of elevation.
Austria, I forget what the actual name of the track is, but it's also known as the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah. But I can't remember. But actually, we have all the drivers in now. Right now, we're waiting for the game to start.
It's just called the Austrian Grand Prix, you know?
Yeah.
I think the name of the track is just the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, I think they bought it thingy.
No, there's a few rough places, at least for me, around this track. The start will be fun, like every track, but yeah. The big winding turn in the last sector can catch a few people out.
It can.
And there's I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd turn. You have very little traction there, even with full traction, that you can just spin your car.
Can. Okay, and here we see the track, and we have all the players in. We have one new today, which is random Japanese guy driving for Mercedes.
Ooh, the Merc.
Austria as well. And we have Hudson out as the first guy. Why doesn't that work? And work, please. And here we have that works. And I will turn on my telemetry because why would I'll now invite you. But see, Alex, today I had audio from the start of the stream. That's how good I am.
Wait, Alex, I knew Austria is a Red Bull Ring, alright? I just didn't know if they also had another name.
Yeah. Let's follow Hudson around here. So, okay, quick predictions. How many cars will finish the race?
I haven't seen a Div1 race through and through, like at the end for a while.
Nobody knows the standings. Who do you think?
I'm gonna go with 5 DNFs today.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. I think people saw what happened yesterday. So I think, no, I only think we're gonna see two. Two or fewer.
You see, I think they used to. I think Austria's a track that allows for a lot more aggressive overtakes that can result in bad crashes. Whereas France, you kind of, if you have a bad overtake, you're normally fine.
Yeah, true,
right?
true.
There's no like aggression that turns into a DNF.
Yeah.
Unless you're just unlucky.
Now we see the two coming up. So
currently watching Quasi start his fast lap.
Yeah, Hudson is here on his fast lap, and he sets the first time. 1 minute and 5 is the first time we see her at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Oh, now I forget what the average is around Austria.
No, Jesus sets a new time at 1:4:08, almost a second faster. Actually, more than a second faster. You see here the new guy. I don't know if he's an AI. Ooh, doesn't look. Yeah, I did that. He will set his time here, or he just started his time in the Mercedes.
Just had Undertaker go across the line. Dave getting up there in the mediums. It's a fast lap for the mediums.
Archie takes the pole, and Manchus takes the putting Jesus down. And Dave, obviously.
Aaron goes across for the fastest time of 1:31. Man, they're just all one up in each other today, aren't they?
Yeah, and here we see Archie coming. He's on the medium tires. Ooh, and he takes third position, 1:4.6.
We got a yellow flag. Crossy has hit the wall, warming up his tires, I think.
Yeah, that can happen, unfortunately. Ooh, we see tires, and Quizzy here moves out. Nice sportsmanship. We see that you move out, on your lap. Now your time to move. Everybody else has the time to shine.
Now, Gaben set a 1:10, and you've got to think what actually happened there.
First lap, he's doing another.
Random Japanese man seems to be struggling right now.
Yeah. So we see Dave coming here. He's going into the pits. So who we have out? We have Crispy out on an out lap right now. Or coming out of the pits, sorry.
I'm really hoping to see something from Dave today, man.
Yeah, same. One Crusader to finish, man. So sad to see him crash out yesterday.
Quasi stopped on the track. He's got to be careful here because he can just be disqualified. I feel like it'd have been better for him if he just lazily went across the track, off the racing line there.
Let's see here. As he goes into the pit here, and we see Evoke. Comes here, and he crosses the line, and takes third position away from Pokey.
You remember the days? Yeah, but I just thought then that's not Pokey, is it? Popcat.
Yeah.
I remember the days when Evoke, Crusader, and Gaben were the top three.
Yeah.
We just got to get Gaben to take first, and then we, top four.
Yeah.
Returning to BBU season 1.
Oh my god.
Crispy is out on a lap.
I would once again thank Shoku for telling me that you can use the numbers in your keyboard to shift to the cars.
You can?
Yeah. And above 10 you say shift and then the number instead.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It is.
For all the things F1 does wrong, that's a pretty nice feature.
Very much is. Okay. Okay, the chewing will stop now. I'm sorry again. Let's get this spectator menu away. Let's see here. Crispy still yet to set a time. So we see him as he comes here and he crosses the line at a 1:30. Ooh. And he takes pole position away from Aaron there.
the the BBU Haas team being what Gunther wishes his Haas team
Oh
was.
man, he's looking at BBU and like, I need these people. I need to show me the way.
Looks like random Japanese man's going out for another outlap. Let's see if he can get something here. We've had a yellow sector, near sector 2.
Let's see.
2 Hasses.
Altrox's coming over across the line now, and he takes 104. And the last one that will sit the time here is Lovely Cans from yesterday. He takes 6th position on the medium tire compound, so mixes up the top a bit there.
I'm just realizing now how far down some of these medium tire sets have dropped.
They do. We see all the people that are out on Cossi though is here going around, and Hudson takes it. He is now on 8th, pushing Cossi down a bit, but Cossi hasn't finished his time yet. Random Japanese Hans will soon start his hot lap. Cossi, ooh, going wide there, Cossi. Let's see. And he takes 3rd position on the medium tire. See, this is where mediums looks nice.
That's with going wide as well?
Yeah.
That's... he'll be disappointed that he went wide there then, if he's only got a 1.305.
Aaron loses control of his car. Doesn't crash though. But that is not going to be a... thankfully it was an outlap, so... But I could fuck up his lap here. He does have 2nd position though.
Turn 2 is going to be where a lot of people just lose it.
Yeah.
I can feel it coming already.
Yeah.
You've got to be easy on the throttle going around that corner because you will just spin your car.
Especially the people here, many of them driving to medium to no traction control.
Yep. I do know that...
I receive Vogue.
Ooh. Random Japanese man went really wide on the second to last turn. But here we go.
Time. He has, and he finished...
That's a 106.
Doesn't improve his placement, still sees him there.
I mean, it's closer to the pace.
It is closer to the pace, most definitely. He is one of the new guys, joined 3 hours ago.
Yeah, one of the things to remember is not everyone's great at quali.
Yeah.
You can have a dreadful qualifying and then go on to win the race.
You can. So Dave comes around here. Dave's really want to show himself. He is so sticks nice only to the good pavement. Let's see. And he comes up here. Yes. 104 from Dave. Improves many positions. That's what you like
to see.
Yeah.
That's a leapfrog. He was down in 16th, but now look at him.
Yeah. Undertaker looking around down there. Don't know where. We saw him very fast. Good pace yesterday. But hey, that was French. Maybe he was running backwards. When the Japanese Hans, do you think he's going? He is going into the pits here. And almost sends it into the wall. We have Yeezus here.
No, I have it on...
And Crusader.
I have it on good authority that the 2 new guys who joined Div1 raced with very few assists.
Yeah. Same. One of them have done a lot of sim racing.
Which leads you to believe that this race could be very exciting from the new guys.
It could be very exciting. They're happy up there. Let's go down through the pecking order here. Dave going in
the pits.
So Gabe, you need to not do this to me. My former teammate.
Gaben could just be, testing the waters here.
Yeah.
Seeing how long he can go outside the top 10 and see if he
makes almost full stop on the track to make room for Mancho that comes flying by there.
Now, I don't know about that. I feel like that was on the racing line. He moves over now for Lovely Cans, but...
Good, that's good. And behind him comes... Vogue.
You see, from right now, what I can see is because he's been kept he's finding a lot of traffic, and he's trying to find that sweet point where you know you can go your full balls to the walls on your lap to get the fastest time you can, and it just doesn't look like he's able to grab that right now. Slowing down to a complete halt here in sector 3, not the best idea.
No. Don't know what's going on with our boy today. He with Dave will of course cast Div 2 race after this race comes on, so stay tuned on the channel.
He's either not changed. He's not. There we go. All right, yeah, he wasn't changing gear for the longest time there. I thought it was a spectator's glitch, but
what you doing, man? That's not time you're proud of. Go.
All right, Quasi is starting his fast lap. We got a yellow flag in sector 1. Not sure why.
Book moves out of the way for Quasi here. And he just let by. Interesting. Who is
the yellow flag in sector 1 had to be Evoke then.
Yeah.
Evoke must have had an issue.
Assume so. Here we see the Mercedes exiting the pit lane here.
Mancho entering. Now, one thing we haven't spoken enough about is Aaron up there in second.
I mean, let's see this. But Quizzy here comes. He has fastest sector 2 on his mark. He is ready. Goes a bit, but he stays here on. Yeah, doesn't on to the green. Let's go. Where does he finish? He moves up to third position. And Crispy takes first. So good.
Man, the Alpha Tauri boys absolutely stomping.
Ah, man. They do.
That being said, Crossy will venturing into the 102.
Yeah. See, this is where we see people shifted through the medium tires be like, nah.
No.
The pace and medium's just not there.
Just before this race, I was going to say, I think an average time for Austria is a 104. And these guys, I feel like that's what it's going to be for Div 2. Right? Because if I recall correctly, that's what my time trial is. So I reckon we'll be around there. That being said, these guys are just blowing out the park. They're all low.
So here we see random Japanese Hans is now out on the soft tires. He's going to be like, okay, I'm not going to be 2 seconds behind Undertaker. I'm now gonna show what I can. Yes, we enter the last 3.5 minutes of the qualifying time.
Now, I don't envy any of these new guys starting kit. Austria can be a hard track to come and start.
It can be. It can very much be. You're right.
As much as I love the track, it's also a track you can fuck up very easily on.
As we see there, yeah.
For you to carry your speed, you've got to be pretty precise.
Yeah. But it's also a track that when you hit it, it feels so great.
It really does. Now he comes up to the last turn.
Let's see how wide he goes here in the end. Not wide, actually. That was fine. That was fine. I think he will move up to 14th. At least. Wasn't.
No, he's still 1/6, but that is still an improvement. Now, I reckon if he didn't go wide on that turn there, when we were talking about it just before, he might have seen a 104.
Yeah. Absolutely 100%. So, Aaron here out on his fast lap now. He's like, I had that top position, man.
I'm currently on board with Altrox. He's just starting his fast lap.
Is Altrox an AI? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
I wish the AI just didn't go out. That would be way easier.
They used to not, but here we are today with them going out.
Aaron. I believe Aaron is a human being, by the way.
So who's your predicted top 3? As someone, you've watched all the Div 1 races, you've casted them all, so you'll have a bit more of an experienced vote.
Prusy is a strong contender. Well racing. Lovely Cans could be there as well. And then Crispy. Something like that. Crispy has really shown. And Hudson. Hudson is the Joker. He doesn't really qualify that well, but he just have the strat.
Altrox has come into the pits. He seems to be abandoning that lap and sticking with 9th.
That is also not. It's not a bad place for him to be.
It's not a bad place. He's also saved his tires a bit, you know. So rather doing the out lap and the fast lap and the in lap.
I just realized, I just made a prediction of top 3 that didn't include Gaben. The standing winner of every BBU season so far.
Because from what I've heard, Gaben isn't. He's getting a challenge this season, which after 2 seasons of relatively, you know, not close challenge. Like we had season 1, me and Alex.
Aaron does also not take the spot.
Is Aaron also coming in?
Yes. You see Evoke.
Yeah, Hodgson's really improved since he started with us.
Yeah, he has. Really has.
He was a top-rated driver elsewhere as well.
Yeah.
In a different league, and when he joined here, he had a bit of proving himself, and he struggled to find his form. But now look at him.
So I basically just made up from Div 2, right? And now he's sitting there, 4th spot in his 3rd race of Div 2. Like, hey, gotta give the man credit. That is actually a fantastic showing.
To be fair, Mancho as well. Mancho has really shown himself recently. There was days when I thought I could go toe-to-toe with Mancho. Those days are long gone.
They are gone. Those days are gone. The last, speaking of Mancho, here he comes, and he finished just in 10th.
Oh, man, that is a big jump for him.
Yeah.
Now, he will be stuck on those softs.
He will be stuck on those softs.
Dave, Jesus, Undertaker, and Random Japanese Man could decide to start on the harder compounds if they so please.
They could, and I suspect at least Hodgson could be the man to do that.
Well, Hodgson qualified on the mediums, so I expect him to keep that.
Yeah, the same. Gaben, I don't know. He could also be like, okay, I'm gonna do the other strat and start on the softs here and just show that I have the speed, because he does have a lot of speed.
Alright, so with the race about to start, we've got Crossy in 1st, Crispy in 2nd, and Aaron in 3rd.
Yeah, have we just seen the track again that everybody saw? It is an interesting track. Let's go. And yes, as you said. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so you see turn 3 on that map there?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be where we're gonna have a lot of people losing the back ends. I think less so here, but with a race later on, I feel like definitely.
Yeah.
Dennis has just told us in chat that Altrox is racing.
Nice, thank you, Dennis.
I'm looking forward to seeing the boys get off to a start here.
You think Aaron is then not racing because he's the first one to join here, way quicker than everybody else? Man, I wish I knew. I really wish I knew.
Doesn't it only show racing drivers here?
I don't know. If it does,
I think that's all the players that are in the lobby. Like that are actually here.
Just save the screenshot for that to give to Crusade later on. And here we see the start. The lights are turning on. We're ready here. That was a quick start.
That was a quicken.
Fuck me, that was fast. And here we see.
Now we've already had Quasi drop a few. Get around the first turn. We've had. Is that Quasi span? Oh, and the McLaren of users and Japanese Man have.
And we have a virtual safety car here. See, man, everywhere is I don't know what's happening here. They can't decide who should drive, who should not. AlphaTauri goes out here and okay.
Now, that was a messy first turn.
That was a messy turn. They do have the time to make up here. I don't know. So Random Japanese Hansen Mancho gets the penalties from the game.
You see, I'm not sure what quite happened there. It looked like Quasi was kind of pushed into a no man's zone. You know, he kind of just got squeezed a little too hard.
Yeah. Okay, Dave. Yeah. What are you doing? Starting on hard tires. Ignoring yellow flag. Crossy. Ooh. That's not good, man.
Dave has started on the hard compound. He must be looking for a relatively clean race and just to make up.
And the race goes against, as we see here, Mancho. He is ready to race. And Crossley already takes Undertaker here. No, Undertaker moves up.
We'll see Quaddy still lying through the ranks now.
Same Gaben here we see. Mancho goes into the pits.
We've had, the fourth cars go into the pits. I assume most of them with damage.
That's wing damage.
Penalty to serve.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, Crossy has got a penalty.
Yeah, for ignoring a yellow flag. So Aaron here we see. So Crispy is sniffing up there. He's like,
Crusader, Aaron, and Evoke all going at it here.
Yeah.
Crusader seems to win the battle. Aaron's pushed onto the grass.
Evoke takes him then, takes the spot, sees the hole there, and got it.
Aaron's in a place you don't want to be right now, in between two teammates that could very well back him up into the other one.
It could. Okay, so Dave now has to overtake Gaben. And I'm sorry, Dave. You're on hard tires. That's not happening. Right? That's what you would think.
I mean...
But, man, he has had some great races, and Gaben has some bad ones. Did you see how they took the turn here?
Oh, it's perfect.
And he will have the DRS now.
Now, I've got Mancho and Lovely Cans going at wheel to wheel there for a second.
Yeah, it does only show racing drivers, according to Exa in the chat. Thank you for clarifying that.
Now, I reckon Dave does have a shot here at catching Gaben, or taking Gaben in that matter as well, because I don't feel like the hards are that much slower than the mediums around this track.
But what he can do here is he can cruise a lot more than Gaben can. Gaben has to make up time.
Well, yeah, Dave can send it. Dave can full on just tear the hell out of those tires and still have.
And everybody.
The problem he's got is Quasi right behind him right now.
Yeah, it is, and he is.
On the softer
compound. Is hungry there. We see him on the track.
He's hungry. He's catching, and Dave goes wide.
Yeah, and then we saw Quasi overtake it. That was a very clean, well overtake there. He saw a hole and go for it. Yeezus overtake Mancho. So now Yeezus is leading the back three there. Still has a big gap up to here. Okay, so Crossy is getting relatively close to lapping random Japanese hands.
I feel like he's had a rough show of things right now.
He's had a rough show.
He was caught in the collision at the start of the race, and he's clearly suffered from it. He's got another penalty.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't manage to see what it was for, so I don't know what it is.
Apparently, he got 2 penalties on the opening lap. For a severe collision with Yeezus. I think he hit him and then reversed away and then hit him again.
It was a pretty messy start. Like, you see, Aaron takes the fastest lap here, and as he takes Evoke.
Now these three. Oh, did Crusader just? Oh no, he kept it. He kept it. You see, he lost some time there. I think he lost his back end or front end there.
And Evoke takes the spot back here. Ooh, but he goes wide there.
Oh, Aaron's straight back at
it. Aaron is ready there. Nah, mate, you're not. That is what we like to see. Respect from both. Giving space. And now Aaron pulls away a bit there. Evoke, you need to keep up with something. He's still in DRS zone. Wow. In DRS there. So he could still do it.
The worst that's happened for Davey is falling off.
Oh! And Aaron spins out there. He is facing the wrong way.
Aaron's got to be careful there. He could be just disqualified. Now he's lost a lot of positions there.
He has lost a lot of positions and time there.
Quasi overtakes Gavin, which in a relatively clean... It was actually a really smooth overtake there, slotting in front of him just before the turn.
But the thing we have to remember here is Gavin doesn't have to pit right now. Quasi is now on 5 laps old soft tires. Aaron DNFs.
I didn't see what happened there. He seems to have... He's either gone into the pits. I think he's gone into the pits and retired.
Yeah. Probably thought his race was over there. Well,
I mean, it's pretty
Undertaker has left the session. Probably a disconnect there.
That's probably a disconnect. You've got a feel for the man. The man was up there in top 3,
then you
fighting for it.
Spins.
But it is still early in the race. I reckon there was some heavy tilt going on there.
Yeah, tilted all the way out of the lobby. So Jesus, now is the time you have to make up there.
Now Popcat has taken Dave. Dave is just hemorrhaging positions here now.
Yeah. But that is the tire showing he's
like
just not as fast.
Were the hards the right choice?
Mm-hmm. But only time will tell, because that is very much not a sprint tactic from him.
Yeah, Dave is long haul here.
Yeah.
Now his brakes are really warm there. We just got a good look at.
Yeah. He's not giving up any positions, though. He is fighting for them.
He is fighting for them, and he has every right to.
He does, and that makes sense.
He's not much slower at the moment, but...
And that makes sense. The more he makes the other people fight, the more their tires is gonna degrade, and that is where his tires will shine.
Especially with the fighting. Like, he's made everybody, other than, I think it was Quasi, he's made everybody else fight for their position.
Yeah.
Which will take a toll on their tires.
It will do. Will very much do.
Got a yellow flag. I believe there's been a collision.
It's
Crusader and Evoke.
Yeah.
Crusader and Evoke. Both clip the wings. Evoke suffering the most from that. But Evoke has no damage. Whereas Crusader has light wing damage. Actually, I think that's heavy.
I'm looking. Looks like one of the sides of his wing is just not there. It is just not there.
Yeah, that is heavy wing damage there. He'll be suffering quite a bit.
Especially here when we goes into sector 2 here, he will have a hard time controlling his car in the next few corners. Oh man.
Now, is that Crossy and Crispy still fighting at it? Those guys have flown away.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a Verstappen and a Hamilton fighting at it right now.
It does. And right now, with the penalties, Crispy is in the lead.
Yep, at the end of the day, if Crispy for now, he has to just stick in that, you know, within a second of him, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, just saw here the overtake. Dave takes the overtake here.
Now, I think the plan would be to, when Crossy goes into a pit, Crispy goes into. I think that would be my plan there.
Yeah.
Because you'd get in front of him anyway.
Yeah.
Because of the penalty.
Yeah, 100%. That is probably his plan. Which means that you just have to stick with him.
Quasi's up to 4th now, which he has flown through the pack.
We just see his overtake at Altrox there. Great overtake.
3 of the cars ahead of him did spin out or have an altercation. So,
but what we have
3 less cars.
What we have to talk about is Hudson. He does the people in front of him will pit soon.
And he is on mediums, yeah.
He's on mediums. Who's actually in #1 spot right now?
I think it depends on the next strategies.
Yeah, it does. And again, that is where we have often seen Hudson shine, just being big brain.
Hudson applying the strategies I used to like to run, but realised I wasn't good enough to. And that's starting on the harder compound, getting yourself into a comfortable spot up in the top 5, and just waiting.
Just waiting. So, Altrox here. He looks at Quasi. He's like, I want that space back. Gaben has also pushed back up. Is also on medium tires.
Gaben showing us why he's the reigning champion.
Yeah. Man.
Got Dave maybe going for an overtake on Undertaker, and he does.
He overtakes Undertaker.
Ooh,
Dave closes the door and is ready to take the outside and into the corner. That is great defending from Dave there. Goes back.
With him taking the grass as well, he did well to keep the position.
He did. As we see on the way down here. And we will soon see here that random Japanese hands will be lapped by Crossy and Crispy. But at least we expect that to happen.
This isn't a sight I was expecting. Mancho on the hard tyres. All the way down in 14th.
He did have to pit due to his wing damage though.
No, he didn't.
Oh, and Evoke takes the double overtake here. But does he hold it?
Dave's going to make him fight for it.
Dave is going to make him fight for it. They
Right
both
now,
have DRS. And Evoke takes. Evoke stays there like Dave. Move. But Dave is not moving.
Close.
Dave is not moving. That puts both of these boys in the points right now. Crusader the closest contender to take a point away from them. Also a driver I really want to see do well.
I can't help but root the OGs, man.
No,
you know, the people have been here.
So here we see it. Car is number 1 here. Crispy needs to make the time up or else the penalty's not gonna matter. And that is his lead right now. Is the 5 second or 10 second? Can you check that?
I can quickly.
I believe it is a 5 second.
Crossy only has a 5 second penalty. Yeah,
I believe it was a 5 second. So that means Crispy is still technically in front of him.
Now, I'm sure the boys will correct me later, but on here, the race director is suggesting that the collision on to lap 8 between Crusader and Evoke was actually caused by Crusader.
If you got 0 points, then Aaron, yes, you will be moved down to Division 2. Yes. And after that, we can't move you any further because you will be down with me. And even I can't beat you. Crispy, you have to like show some space. I don't know what you're doing. The lead you had, I guess, is slipping away. And I don't know if it was the difference overtaking random Japanese hands here that caused the issue for him. It was blue flag, so he should just give him space, and like it looked like he did.
Having to overtake on a corner like that is always awkward, though.
It is.
Because he still had to take the corner. He couldn't not take the corner.
Nope. Undertaker looks at Dave here. He wants to get it.
Now, Gaben is getting closer to Altrox as we speak.
He is. He'll soon be in the DRS zone.
Some would say there's not many laps till he's in striking distance.
Yeah. As you say.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Altrox is pitted. And so has Crispy.
Okay, interesting. Crispy did not decide. Probably decided he's losing too much time on those tires.
That being said, now it looks like he's gone for the harder compound.
It does. That means he will go to the end of those.
Which is kind of working for Dave. Dave right now might be the only one, depending on how these, like Gaben and Crossy can go on their medium tires. Will depend. We'll show how much. Oh, yeah. Quasi has span.
Quasi has span, indeed. He's standing there. He's waiting.
Well.
Ooh, who's waiting for what? The
Undertaker just stopped.
Maybe he was nervous. Again, if you're in the voice call, mate, well, that wouldn't have been an issue. You would have known that he was waiting for you. But he does missing his wing there, as we can see in the front.
I can only think that was a bit of, caution with the yellow flag being up.
Probably there, yeah.
Because he was still technically on the track.
Here we see Vogue, which is going into the pits here, and Quasi obviously going into the pits, getting his ring replaced. So Quasi is number 1 here.
Can we just point out that Dave started in 11th, and he's currently up in 6th on these hard compounds.
Yeah.
The lad is loving it.
Is he going to the end on these? He can't, you know. So
he has to pit for a
He has to pit. And with him pitting, what? 30th? Then 6 super fast laps. Do you think he can go 15 laps more on these?
I wouldn't be able to tell without looking at his tyre deck, but I think he can get close. I think it'll be around maybe the 25th.
Yeah.
Where he starts to feel it. The hards can go a long time, and it's been a long time since I've ran the hards.
Yeah. Yeah, and you sometimes get surprised on just how far they can go.
We got Crusader coming up to Ultrox here. We might see a juicy overtaking maneuver.
Yep. And here...
Oh, he takes the inside. Ultrox realizes that he didn't have the speed to fight it and decided to just take the slipstream and go.
Which is often the better strategy here. Oh, and Crispy take Gaiman. Ah, shit, I didn't manage to click. I knew it was coming. And he is on the hard. He can go to the end and beyond. And we have a spin here from random Japanese hands here. I think, yeah.
It was the Merc that span. I just couldn't get a camera on it.
Okay, it just decided to show me Quasi instead of him, even though I very much was shown that I was looking at him. Great game. Loving it.
Now, Crossy is pitted. And he's losing a lot of position to serving that penalty.
Yeah.
He will stick with 4th.
He'll stick with 4th, coming out on medium tires, obviously.
But Dave, not far behind.
Oh.
7 seconds is doable.
It is doable.
Said, but I don't know how fast Dave will be right now.
No, it's on relatively old.
I don't think he'll be, out of pace massively yet, but he could start to see struggle with Crusader flying behind him on the medium.
Very true, very true. So Yeezus is now in the pits here and switching tires. Quizzy, which means Quizzy will take that spot back. I see here Hudson comes around. He doesn't opt to pit this time around. So when will he pit? When will you see him pit? I think Gaben is looking at when is he pitting. Because they both start on medium tires.
Now, going back to what you said earlier, Hodgson has really just benefited from strategy in the incidents right here.
Yep, right now he is
up 11 places. That being said, Gaben too is up 10.
Yeah, he is. It is very interesting indeed to see Gaben pulls away a bit there. Nice. But now Crushy takes him. Let's see there. Well, Gaben, that last slide. It looks like Gaben is just okay. I guess I'm not the fast boy. Hard B, Gabe. Show him. Show him your speed. Oh, it is interesting to see here. David also does have to think about when he's gonna start pitting, and the same with Mr. Hudson in first.
Gone wide there. Is that Crossy.
Yeah, so Salty
Crossy
Gaben
was
this did take him there. He penalised a mistake and took the spot that was there. Clean overtake, Gabe.
Yet to stop are Gaben, Hodgson, and Dave.
Yeah.
Now, you can only hope that Dave goes much longer than the two guys in front of him, the Gaben and Hodgson.
Yeah, that was
Because
secret.
if he
But he
doesn't.
doesn't. He doesn't. He's in the pits. And he switches to the medium tire.
I think he realized a little too late that the hards weren't working out, maybe. Because he didn't do a whole lot of overtaking, he just kind of lost positions. And maybe this is his way of going, the mediums are good around this track. Because the mediums are.
They are.
And he's hoping that he can just kind of maybe gain some positions and get flying.
Yeah.
Show us.
And here we see, and Crossy takes Gabe. See the speed he has. Has to DRS. He wants that position back. Gaben has to start pitting soon. His tires, they can't be in the best of positions right now though.
Hello, Donkey. Hello, Toad.
Hey yo. Alex.
We've had an update. We've had an update from the race marshals that the double overtake from Racing Point driver number 1 Evoke on lap 11 will be reviewed by the race marshals after the race for exceeding track limit.
Okay, it did look spicy, so I did expect that one to be looked at afterwards.
So that may be something that alters finishing positions after the race.
Yeah.
That's all we have for now.
Okay, thank you. I see you always had dinner during the Div1 race, Alex. Ooh, almost contact there between Altrox and Evoke.
No. Popek, Evoke, and Altrox are all really close here.
Ooh.
Now, Krusty with the new fastest lap, a 1:6.3.
Oh, he loses it back in there. Also looked like he tried to take a position that just wasn't there. And here we see random Japanese hands going into the pits. Also, a very old tires. Like, when is Hudson gonna pit, man?
I don't know, but one thing I've always known about Hodgson is he makes tires last.
He does.
Gaben too can make his tires last, and I think right now it's the battle of the tire management.
It does. Okay, Altrox just lost 2 positions, 1 to Evoke and 1 to Altrox. There, well, 1 to Poo kick. And the Poo man.
Man, it's Pope K.
Pope K. Okay. Ooh, and I love it when people message me right now, and let's see if it's anything I need to deal with.
Currently, Mancho has spent 18 laps on his hards. We've got lovely Cans who has also spent 18 laps.
Have to deal with something.
Gaben has just pitted for a new set of softs.
Alex, if you're watching this, message Rob and Jan. Apparently, I made a meme that destroys Discord.
Hello, yes, I've looked at the meme. I've deleted said meme. That is not the issue. It's just the meme channel in general.
Okay, cool. My Discord was just blowing up, and I was like, what? Sorry, yeah. Thank you, Alex. Sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Bad idea.
Nobody could hear what you were saying.
Hodgson just came into the pits.
He did. When does he come out? He comes out in front of Crusader, doesn't he? He does, yes.
I've missed a lot with the whole checking out meme channel there. I regret that. Oh,
Yeah.
we've just got a 5-second penalty, a 3-second penalty, sorry,
Yeah.
that would be added on at the end, I believe. Can't
Yeah.
serve 3 seconds.
Yeah, and I mean, he has been trying to go for spots that wasn't there, and well, and you see there, he has gone wide, he has done things, so it makes sense. And it means that the game have been telling him at least 3 times, and he as well got fixed that. Oh!
Yeah.
Gabe just takes the spot by force.
Now, in the past, what, 5 laps, he's received 3 warnings on that penalty.
Yeah. So, you know, happens. He is Danish, so, you know, he is aggressive. I can say that because I'm Danish.
And my game seems to have crashed.
Gaben sets the fastest time though and takes a vote in the same lap.
Straight up just crashed. It couldn't take the overtake.
Couldn't take the overtake. The overtake that turned into an undertake. Well, let's see. Toad has left the session, and I repeat, he has left the session. Oh man. Well, Crispy, you just have to not get overtaken. You have to just hope that your hard tires was the correct choice.
Hey guys, can we just kill the activity and stop with the overtakes for a few minutes once I join back?
Because you went a bit wide there as well in the last corner. The last corner of this track can be a hard corner to take, as we discussed in the pre-race.
Especially if you want to keep your speed.
Yeah, so Hudson will probably finish on these. And as I said, Hudson takes the fastest time here around. Let's see if Gavin can beat that time. It's a 1:04.
Now, the real talk is Mancho and Cans might have to pit again.
Yes.
They've spent 21 laps on these hards. They can't be looking good.
They can't be looking good. Very much indeed.
Which should open up 10th place to either Undertaker or Quasi.
Yeah. There was Khan's pitting there. And we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. It is Gavin that has spun. Which means Dave goes by. Every Altox goes by. Pokek goes by. And I'm seeing his wing now. Doesn't look like wing damage to me. Okay, my game lags there. I don't know if that game lags or is it's just unlucky. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Yes, 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 Bradley. Stop being an impatient prick.
I messaged once.
As I said, I can be aggressive. I'm a Dane. Okay, Cossie is now in DRS. This is, I believe, when we will see the move this lap. Uses this DRS zone to get closer, and then the next one, I think he strikes. Crispy does not have a lot of DRS to defend this with. Let's see. As he goes, and here as we comes down to the pit straight, this is where Cossie, and he takes the corner perfectly, and here, yes, we see the move. As I predicted, this DRS zone is where he takes it.
Now you've got to feel Mancho's hards must be seeing the end of the lifespan, right? He must be starting to struggle on them now.
He must be, yeah.
Lovely Cans pitting just before onto the soft tires. Oh. Maybe going to try for a fastest lap.
Yeah, that is probably, but that doesn't really matter unless he can make up at least 3 positions.
That is fair, but it also takes a point away from the top 10.
It does. Yeah, it does. Right, you're right. So Hudson, 13 seconds in 9 laps. I believe
overtaking Altrox here. Which is a very clean overtake. It's nothing Altrox could have done. DRS zone and everything.
Nice. Love to see it. Gaben is looking down. He is looking. I lost that position due to a mistake. I just want to show that I can do this. Because he was up there looking good. Hudson is right now the #1 contender to taking the top spot away from Crossy. Because I don't believe Crispy will really have the speed in him. He is trying though. I will see here in the DRS. See, he is very close. If he can keep this up and get the DRS again in the next zone, then well...
Feel like in a few laps time, if Dave can keep up this...
Ooh, a bit of log up from Crossy there.
We may have a battle for 5th place between Dave and Popke.
True, true. And Popke does have a 3-second penalty.
Which would mean he only needs to wiggle his time down by 3 seconds.
Yeah, and Evoke could have a position change as well due to his time penalty. That will be looked at by the Senate afterwards. And here, so Crispy tries to get the DRS, and now he moves. But I don't think it is enough. He uses his overtake here. What, as they climb up the hill on the Austrian track here, and he goes for it. He takes it very clean overtake, uses the DRS and probably rich fuel there. That looked very, very clean, very well done. Respect to you, good sir.
No, you can only think Crossy has to come back at it. He's on the softer tire.
Yeah.
And it's a faster tire, right? He's just...
It's straight up faster, and it's newer. There, he has everything there.
We've got a yellow flag.
That is the Mercedes.
Guy.
Yeah, he waits there for the cars to pass. Oh!
Oh, that was very, very close. Was that Gaben or was...
Man, if he wasn't circumcised, he is now. Yeah.
No, Lovely Kansas received a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting.
That is severe, man.
Now, that is depressing for him. With him being that close to the top 10.
Yeah.
There's 6 laps left. It was doable with that 10-second penalty. I don't think it is.
Oh, that is hard. This safety car, and Hudson just pitted onto new super. That can't be true. It is. He pitted onto super new fresh tires. He's now on the fastest tire car of the bunch. He just let Evoke pass there. Well, he will probably take him here, and he takes him easily there.
I think what happened there is it was a legal overtake, but under the VSC.
Oh yeah, probably. So
what Evoke had to give the position back.
Yeah, probably.
And Hodgson didn't expect him to take it, type thing.
Hodgson probably didn't have control of his car when it happened.
Now, either way, I feel like if the race was to end now, driver of the day has to go to Hodgson with the 9 places he's made up.
Yeah.
And the strategy has thoroughly worked out for him.
Yeah, Crossy now's here and hits the first spot. And Hudson has some time to make up with the last minute pit stop there. I don't know if that was correct. He must think that he can make up the time.
I don't think Hodgson's trying to make up the time here. I think he's just being content with 3rd, and he's going to go for fastest lap.
Yeah, but you see Vogue is closer to him, but he must assume that he's still faster, which he probably will be because Vogue is on pretty old tires. The battle for first looks like it is over at this point.
There could be another run of things, but Crossy either has to make a mistake or Crispy has to...
Which obviously could happen.
Lie.
Yeah. But looks like the speed's just not there anymore. He has given what he got.
It looks like Dave might be struggling a bit with him having to defend so much from the Gaben and Altrox.
Yeah. But man, him finishing 5th. That's
we
good.
could see an exciting battle for 5th before the end of this race.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, what did I predict at the start of the race would be the top 3?
It was Crossy, Crispy, and Hodgson, right?
I think it was.
Well, my top 3 wasn't going to be all those 3, so you know.
It wasn't gonna be.
It was going to be Hodgson, Crispy, Dave, because I hadn't seen Crossy.
Yeah. Showing some really speed here.
Crossy is just tearing this track apart.
Yes, I believe it is one of his favorite tracks. And Crusader does take Undertaker here.
Crusader taking up to 9th.
Yeah, yellow flag. Ooh, a spin again here from the Mercedes.
Ultrax has taken Dave for 5th place. That could be a good finish for Racing Point.
Indeed, indeed. And as we see here, more debris getting put on by the Mercedes. He has not had a good race today.
What race is it next weekend?
I believe it's Silverstone.
Now, Silverstone might be... I feel like that's a good track for everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe make it rain in the Div 2 race.
No. No.
And we'll be in for a
Nope.
absolute spectacle.
Nope, no, nope, nope, no, 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 no. But what we do want to see here is Chrissy. That does take the overtake on Undertaker here as he goes. Chrissy just squeezing his tiny butt into the points. And Dave. Yes, Dave. What are you doing?
Dave was stuck in an awkward sense.
Oh, Dave.
He thought he could go for the overtake, but all it ended up doing was giving the position, 5th position to Gaben.
Yeah. Man.
It was a split-second decision. You could see it there.
Yeah. Well, it happens, doesn't it?
At the end of the day, he's still made up 4 places. The lad's got to be pleased with himself.
Owen Reynolds. Believe, man, Dave, you wanted a fucking teammate. You got one that's just tearing the 2 races he's been in apart right now. As you see here, the Mercedes moves out so Gaben can overtake. Nicely done. Very sportsman-like of him. But Dave is not done. Dave is not done. He just took Altrox there with the DRS.
Man, Gaben is pulling away a bit. There is 2 laps left.
Yeah.
Dave might have DRS from the overtake on Altrox, which could get him closer, but he still has to get past. He gets past random Japanese man, never mind.
That was pretty easy. Gabe there, which has to catch a Vogue, which I don't think that's going to happen, but okay. That's
Dave catches. Dave extremely catches Gaben. Gaben making a mistake that could cost him 5th place.
It did. Let's see here, Dave. Show what you can do. You've done it before. We believe in you.
No, I just don't think Dave, with the older mediums to Gaben's softs, has the speed.
No, that is indeed true. Lovely Kant is out on the wet tire compound.
We've seen that strategy from an old Ferrari driver in Div 2.
Lewis.
Never worked out. In fact, yeah, both Ferrari drivers from Div 2 have done it.
Yep.
It's a brave tactic, but one can only
Lovely
think
cans exceeding track limits. And
a mistake that's cost him severely.
Is this so bad that we are gonna see random Japanese hands actually getting 14th place?
Now, I think the one thing we've forgotten here is Altrox actually dropped another position to Popke.
He did, but did he really? Popke has the 3-second penalty there.
And that is a good point. All he has to do is stay close enough to get it.
Yeah. as we see here, and man, he is struggling on of those tires. Like,
he is not even driving the track right now.
I mean, you can't. Have you tried? You have. Monaco last year, we had the wet quali because you go to the tunnel there on the tires and you fuck.
The tunnel, yeah. Oh, there we go.
And Crossy takes it.
He doesn't seem to be out of the race. No, he's just clipped his wing. He is spinning in the distance on the broadcast camera of the home straight.
I mean, he is trying to return to the asphalt. He is actually just doing donuts in a car worth a house.
I've never seen a victory donut from anyone in 14th. I respect it.
I respect it as well. Hey.
There we see Evoke. Is it going wide? Yes, it was.
Okay, and we see here.
He crosses the line. Now
that poke everybody in. Ow! And he almost loses control there. I mean, loses control. He never had control of that car after those tires were put on his vehicle.
The winner of the race is Renault driver number 2, Crossy.
Oh man. Okay. Driver of the day, Gaben. Yeah.
See, I disagree. It had to be Hodgson, right? He didn't have as many overtakes, but...
Yeah, I don't know. It's either one of those.
He didn't do as much fighting, but his strategy and his perseverance to start from, what was it, 11th, 12th?
Yeah. It was a great race, though. Lovely to see here and interesting. As always, if you're watching this and like, I want to be part of it, but I'm not as good. Well, Div 2's for you. Spots are disappearing fast though, so do head over to our Discord to F1 info and fill out the application form and we'll get back to you as fast as we can. Thank you for watching. Dave and Quizzy will be taking over the casting for the Div 2 race, which qualifying will start in 6 minutes. So thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.